Now at 4:30, tensions are high in the aftermath of the shooting of conservative activist Charlie Kirk.
Police say credible threats were directed at least 5 historically black colleges today. A lockdown has been lifted at Southern University in Louisiana, but all campuses and classes and activities have been canceled through the weekend. Other schools that were impacted include Alabama State, Bethune-Cookman, and Hampton.
NBC4's Jonathan Gonzalez spoke to some students at USC about the current political climate. He joins us live with their reactions. Jonathan.
Yeah, Michael, Colleen, we actually couldn't find a lot of students who were willing to give their reaction to the killing of Charlie Kirk, and perhaps that also speaks volumes about the current political climate, that people are afraid to go on camera with us and give their opinions. Today, we also spoke to an expert over at Cal State San Bernardino who studies political extremism for a living, and he explained why politics seem to be in the state they are today. The assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk has sent shockwaves across America's political spectrum. His killing happening during one of his many appearances on a college campus, traditionally a place where free speech and debate have long been protected.
What was your reaction when you found out?
Initially, I was shocked.
USC student Lucas DeBoul says he remembers seeing Kirk on campus back in March when the 31-year-old held an event next to Tommy Trojan as part of his American comeback tour.
Even though I may not have agreed with everything he was saying, I still think it's pretty shocking that we're at a point in our country where violence is the only means of resolution.
So whatever cause you are in today, there will be people who justify violence.
Brian Levin is the founder of the Center for the Study of Hate and Extremism at Cal State San Bernardino. He says his research shows a growing number of Americans on both sides of the aisle see political violence as something acceptable.
Over the last 6 years, the overwhelming majority have been from the far right. We have, in the last 5 years, seen now the manifestation of fatal violence on the left go from non-existent to at least on the radar screen.
We are not going to stop, and I have 2 words. You.
Conservative firebrand Ben Shapiro says he plans to keep speaking at college campuses despite canceling an event at the Ronald Reagan Library in Simi Valley.
We will not stop telling the truth. We will never stop telling the truth.
Meanwhile, Levin says the major lack of civil discourse can be blamed largely on social media, with algorithms that drive people towards only content they agree with and speech that goes largely unchecked.
So what it's doing, it's creating a modeling and a default that tilts more towards misinformation, unverified communication, and anger.
So the natural question is, how do we fix this current state of politics that we're in? Levin also says it begins at the top with the politicians themselves, federal, state, and local. He believes that if politicians will once again publicly show respect to each other regardless of their beliefs, that would set the best example for the rest of America. Reporting outside USC, I'm Jonathan Gonzalez, NBC4 News.
Jonathan, thank you. Our coverage of the Charlie Kirk assassination continues right here throughout the evening. Coming up here at 5:30, we'll take you live to Utah to get the pulse of the community there. You can also find live updates 24/7 on our NBCLA app.